evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, as always, it's the one, it's the only, it's the motherfucking sports betting Mexican, aka the motherfucking general, aka the motherfucking sports book murderer. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, welcome home to the one and only, the motherfucking sports betting podcast, Mexican Home. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again. Here to break it down all once again is the motherfucking sports betting Mexican. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I'm gonna break down my motherfucking tickets for this week. Every single play, every single parlay, every single straight bet, every single motherfucking teaser, and every motherfucking ticket. Bet by bet, ticket by ticket, brick by brick, layer by layer, and sportsbook by motherfucking sportsbook. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again. Let's run this shit back again. Ladies and gentlemen, let us motherfucking begin at the one and only, the home of the sports betting Mexican. Ladies and gentlemen, let us begin. So, first bet up on the docket. We missed the Thursday night football game. I told you guys I wasn't interested in that shit. I said fuck the Bucks this year and fuck Kirk Cousins this year. Fuck both these bitches this year. I don't think either one of them are going to win the Super Bowl this year. So as far as I could tell, fuck Tampa Bay and fuck the Atlanta Falcons. How about that shit? So that was a stay away game for me. I didn't really care about that game. Next up, we got the Sunday slate. Let me start off with the morning game. We got the Jets out there in London facing the Minnesota Vikings. Ladies and gentlemen, let me get the Minnesota Vikings minus 2.5 on that motherfucking spread. I think the Vikings are the better team. I think Sam Darnold has a really great offensive line. I think he has a great offensive coordinator. And I think Justin Jefferson is the number one receiver in the NFL this season, especially now that Tua went down and they have no one to throw the ball to Tyreek downfield. Ladies and gentlemen, let me get the Minnesota Vikings minus 2.5 on the motherfucking spread out there in fucking London watching Jefferson do a motherfucking Euro step, because I think they're going to shred this New York Jets defense. I think they're going to attack and get after Aaron Rodgers, and I think the Minnesota Vikings is just too much for the motherfucking New York Jets. I don't care if they were playing in Minnesota. I don't care if they were playing in New York, and I definitely don't care that they're playing in motherfucking London. Let me get the fucking Vikings on the spread. Next up, once I cash out that ticket, I'll probably only do like $100 on it or so, because I got a 4-to-1 bet for you guys tonight. I'm gonna give you guys a 2-for-1 special. Once I cash out that Minnesota Vikings ticket, let's call it $100 to win 200, or 1,000 to win 2,000, or 10,000 to win 20,000, whatever you're betting on your units for your fucking sportsbook management. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna take that winning ticket, whatever it is, whether it's 200, 2,000, 20,000, or 200 motherfucking thousand, whatever that shit is, let me get that shit and I'm gonna split that shit like a pair of twos. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna put half of the profits on the motherfucking Baltimore Ravens on the fucking spread, minus 2.5, going on the road to play the Cincinnati Bengals and Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, and Jamar Chase. I think the Ravens are on a mission. I think they're fucking heated. I think they're fucking mad, and I think they're fucking angry that they started 0-2 to start the season. I know they're still heated that they lost that game against Kansas City by a motherfucking toe. You gotta fucking be kidding me. And then they came back home and they got embarrassed and they lost to the motherfucking bitch ass Raiders. I can't believe Lamar Jackson started this season 0-2. After that, he had to take it on the road and he had to light it up in fucking Dallas against the bitch ass Cowboys, who thought they were some hot shit this year. Now they look like straight dog shit this year. So ladies and gentlemen, Lamar Jackson did what he was supposed to do last week. Got the first dub of the season 2 weeks ago, and then last week had to do it again against Josh Allen to prove that Josh Allen's not the MVP, that it's actually Derrick Henry and Lamar Axon Jackson, still the fucking reigning regular season MVP, and who's still looking for his first Super Bowl win. So with that being said, I think he's going to do the motherfucking three-peat, just like the Kansas City Chiefs are trying to do. I think he took down Dak Prescott on the road. I think he took down Josh Allen at home, and now I think he's going to try to take down Joe Burrow also on the road. Ladies and gentlemen, let me get half the fucking profits from the morning ticket, that 6 a.m., 6:30 in the fucking morning ticket, the Minnesota Vikings ticket. I'm going to split that shit like a pair of twos on the profits. I'm going to take half the fucking profits, or, half the ticket. I'm going to put that shit on the motherfucking Baltimore Ravens. Let me get that shit. Baltimore Ravens minus motherfucking 2, minus 2.5, all the way up to minus 3. I don't give a fuck this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, I think the Ravens are going to run the motherfucking football with Derrick motherfucking King Henry. I think they're going to ground pound them. I think they're going to pound them. I think they're going to be all up and down the motherfucking Cincinnati Bengals pussy. And ain't nothing they can do other than scream daddy, because I think Derrick Henry is coming for that motherfucking Super Bowl. I'm not saying he's going to get there, but I think he's heated as fuck that he was embarrassed and lost to the motherfucking Raiders. You gotta fucking be kidding me. So with that being said, that's half the ticket. The other half of the profits from that Minnesota Vikings game, let me get the motherfucking Houston Texans, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get out Houston Texans out there in Tejas against the motherfucking Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills finally went on the road and got exposed when they actually played a playoff team. So far, when you look at their record, who did they beat? They beat the fucking who? The Cardinals, who look like they're a garbage-ass team. I don't know what the fuck happened to them. And then after that, they beat the fucking Miami Dolphins. Tua got injured. It looks like his career might be over. Not really. It looks like he's going to come back in the second half of the year. I don't think he should. I think he needs to stay his ass home and retire. He already got the fucking money. And then they beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. Who give a fuck? Trevor Lawrence looked like he's fucking garbage. He looks like he's a bust if you ask me. So who have they really beat? Who have they really played? Nobody. And again, now they're going to go on the road and play another playoff team, a 3-1 Houston Texans team, who's probably still pissed the fuck off that they got embarrassed by the Minnesota Vikings. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I think Houston Texans, they're bouncing back. They beat the Jags last week, just like everyone else does in this league. And I think they're going to take down Josh Allen and the bitch-ass Buffalo Bills. I think Stephon Diggs is going to go crazy. I think he's going to go wild. And even if he does it, as long as his team gets the victory, that's all that motherfucking matters. Ladies and gentlemen, let me get the Houston Texans -1 at home, at the crib in motherfucking Tejas this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, let me get Texans for the other half of that motherfucking Minnesota Vikings ticket. I'm taking all these teams, -1, -2, -2.5, -3 on the motherfucking spread, homie. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 2-for-1 special. This is the take the game in the morning and roll that ticket over. Put half of it on the Ravens and the other half of it on the motherfucking Texans. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our 4-for-1, 4-to-1, 2-for-1 motherfucking special on the Sunday morning fucking dinner, or breakfast, excuse me. Next, after that, we're going to feast and we're going to have a big ass lunch. Let's look at the afternoon games. We got the Raiders and Broncos. Nobody cares. We got the fucking Packers at Rams. Jordan Love, he's supposed to be back healthy now. We'll fucking see. That's probably a stay away game for me. But the game I'm looking at right now for a fucking teaser is I'm looking at that Cardinals at fucking 49ers. 49ers -7 at home at the crib. I know they got dealing with a fuck ton of injuries, but the Cardinals, I feel like they can't really beat anybody. So I don't know. I feel like the Cardinals got exposed the other week when they lost to the Detroit Lions, because the Detroit Lions shows you how to take it to the Cardinals. All you got to do is just keep running the motherfucking football against the Cardinals. And that's what Detroit Lions did. They won that game 20-13, and then they got blown out by the fucking Washington Commanders 42-14. You gotta be kidding me. Ladies and gentlemen, I think the 49ers know exactly what to do. I think Kyle Shanahan's gonna dial up the fucking play calls. I think they're gonna run the fucking football behind big ass Trent Williams. They don't need Christian McCaffrey for this one. I think they're gonna run the ball, pound the ball, and spread the fucking ball, just like the Ravens are gonna do against the Bengals, and just like the Texans are gonna do against the Bills, and just like the Minnesota Vikings are gonna do against Aaron Rodgers and the bitch ass motherfucking Jets out there in London. Ladies and gentlemen, I like the 49ers in this spot. Give me the Niners on the motherfucking teaser. Let me get that shit from a -7, and let me get this shit up. Pick 'em on the spread, ladies and gentlemen. And then last but not least, it's the other half of that teaser. Ladies and gentlemen, the other half of that teaser is easy. Let me get the motherfucking Kansas City Chiefs on Monday Night Football. It's 49ers and it's Kansas City, because I wouldn't be surprised if these two teams meet up to play in the Super Bowl again. But even if they don't, I still think they're better than most teams in the AFC and in the NFC. Ladies and gentlemen, give me the Kansas City Chiefs from a -6 all the way to a +1 against the motherfucking Saints. The Saints, they look like they were a good team. They look like they were fucking rolling. Started out the fucking season blowing teams the fuck out. They scored 47 against the Panthers, another 44 against the fucking Cowboys. And then after that, they kind of got exposed a little bit by the fucking Eagles. Then after that, they got their shit rocked by Kirk Cousins at home against the motherfucking Falcons. Get out of here with that shit. You know, that shit was fucking fly. Falcons fly. I can't believe they lost to Kirk Cousins and fucking at the end of regulation on that Thursday night game. So, ladies and gentlemen, I feel like the Saints might be getting a little exposed here. Let me get the Kansas City Chiefs -6. Let me get that shit down to a fucking pick'em with the motherfucking San Francisco 49ers. I think Andy Reid knows exactly what to do. I think he's going to dial up the play calling. And I think they're going to get this shit done. Now, on Monday night, I am going to make a Monday night clip for you guys and give you guys my insurance bet for Monday night. But first things first, we need the San Francisco 49ers to do their fucking job and beat the motherfucking Arizona Cardinals. Fuck Kyler Murray, fuck Arizona, and fuck that entire team in my opinion. So ladies and gentlemen, Monday Night Football, I'll record a clip for you guys next week, and I'll give you guys a little insurance bet for the Chiefs, just in case, because you never know with this crooked-ass league. But other than that, I got full faith in the Niners. I think Niners are going to get that job done, and I think Niner Nation, Niner Gang is going to show up, and they're going to blow out the fucking Cardinals at home at the motherfucking crib, and they're going to run the ball just like the Lions did against that ass. So other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you one last play for this evening. Like I said, we got Minnesota in the morning, early in the morning out there in London. I'm rolling over the profits. Give me half on the fucking Ravens and half on the motherfucking, the Texans. After that, I'm going to take half of those gains, right? I'll take half of those profits from the morning games, and I'll put half of it on the 49ers, San Francisco, and the Chiefs teaser, right? 7-point teaser. Maybe only 6 points. I probably don't need the 7. I'll just do a 6-point teaser instead. So I'll get Niners -1, and I'll get Chiefs -1, some shit like that. But the other half of the profits off of that shit, the morning games, I'm going to go ahead and bet the motherfucking Pittsburgh Steelers once again. I took the Steelers last week. They ended up losing. I can't believe they fucking lost. Again, Kirk Cousins. This motherfucker just won't fucking die, would he? That was against Indy. And I feel like the only reason they lost is because Joe Flacco is so used to playing the Pittsburgh Steelers. Go figure, out of all the backup QBs that Indy had in the league, they got the one backup QB who's played the Steelers more than any other QB in NFL history. You gotta fucking be kidding me. So Joe Flacco was not scared. He was not nervous. He was not worried. He was not running away or shying away from the moment. Joe Flacco has played 100,000 fucking games against that Steelers defense. He was more than comfortable stepping in as a backup quarterback in that game. Go figure. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I think the Steelers are going to come back for payback. I think they're going to be able to run the ball against the Dallas Cowboys with no Micah Parsons and no Lawrence on defense. And I don't think Dak Prescott is really good when he plays elite defenses. So I think the Steelers are going to be able to get the job done at the crib, at home, in front of Steeler Nation, Sunday Night Football. You got to be kidding me. I think Dak Prescott's going to choke just like he always does. So with that being said, those are the fucking tickets. I got 4-for-1 specials, 2-to-1 plays all across the board. And it all starts with the Minnesota Vikings. Sunday morning, 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m. Let me get the Minnesota Vikings, 2.5, -2 on the spread. And like I said, I'm going to take half the profits on the Ravens and the other half of that ticket on the motherfucking Texans. And then when we're done cashing out those tickets, I'm going to take half those profits on the Niners and Chiefs fucking teaser, and then the other half on the Steelers straight up, -2, -2.5. And hopefully by the time we're done on Monday Night Football, we're going to cash out 8-to-1 spread, 8-to-1 profits, 8-to-1 odds. And we're going to finish out the fucking bankroll with anywhere between $800 to $1,000 bankroll, and we're only going to start the morning off with 100. You got to be kidding me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to flip your money. I'm here to compound your money. I'm here to go long with that motherfucking money. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get our money back. It's time to run this shit back, and it's time to motherfucking cash out a motherfucking profit, because week 2 of the NFL season was a motherfucking disaster, but week 3 and week 4, we got that shit back. Now it's time to keep going full throttle. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going straight for the head, and we're going to cut their fucking throat. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the week. This is the weekend. Once again, all in, 100%, every single bet, every single ticket, every single teaser, and every single motherfucking parlay. And we're going to continue to pipe down the sports book all motherfucking season long. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, be on the lookout. NBA season is around the corner. College football playoffs are only about 2 months away. We got a lot of fucking games on the way. We got baseball in full swing. We got hockey coming back, WNBA, NHL, everything, ladies and gentlemen. MMA, UFC, boxing, all the homie. And we're going to be cashing out on all that motherfucking shit. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for riding riding with me. Thank you guys for subscribing to me. And thank you guys for rolling and riding with the one, the only, the motherfucking sports betting Mexican, the motherfucking general, and the motherfucking sportsbook murderer. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome home. I can't wait to record the next clip when we come home. Ladies and gentlemen, from Monday night to Sunday night to Thursday night, and soon every single motherfucking night, because we're going to be cashing out a motherfucking profit every single night. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you guys on Monday night. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks again. Let's see you guys on the other side.